Hi, Hang. Hi, Icy.
Hello, teacher.
Okay, Icy, tell me if you can remember where we stopped. I don't have time to go find it now. Here. Here, I can't remember where we stopped. At which question did we stop? I think we did part one, part two. I don't think we finished part two. Maybe, I think here. I think we should start here. Yeah, parts. Okay. Here. Give the correct form of tense of the verbs in brackets. Can you see it, Icy?
Yeah.
Okay, it's part. Okay. Okay, read number A. The children were frightened because.
Oh, we done this.
Say again.
We done this before.
You've done that part. Okay, let's start with part three then. Oh, there are 10 mistakes in the following passage. Find and correct them. Okay, I see you read it and then we will go find the mistakes. Okay.
Yeah. It
Okay, you
seems
read
like
it.
it seems that the mystery of why the pyramids were built may have solved. Until quite recently, people got used to think that they were just town for pharaohs. Instead, the connection with astronomy seems much more important. Is how to speak this for
Connection with astronomy seems much more important. Egyptologists. I'll
Egypt.
play the word for you. Egyptologists. Okay, Egyptologists have often.
Egyptologists have often asked them how long it spent to build them and why people built them in first place. Experts came up with suggestions that Egyptians may have believed in the River Nile was the earthly equivalent of the Milky Way. Many agree that the site of the three the Giza pyramid are in promotion to the three star of Orion. Nothing then was by the change, rather the souls of dead pairs were deliberately being projected for staff to reach at their goal of the Orion core station.
Okay, good. Hi, Con. Con 7A. Okay. Now we have to find mistakes. Let's go to the first one. It seems that the mystery of why the pyramids were built may have solved. May have solved. Okay. Con Hung, what mistake can you see there? May have solved in the first sentence. Con Hung, may have solved. What can you see there? Let me see if I can highlight it for you. Hang on. Here. Have solved. What is the mistake there?
Is has.
Has solved? No. There's a word missing. Sikon, can you help him?
I probably may have been solved.
I can't hear you. Your sound isn't very clear again. You need to work on your sound. I can't hear what you're saying. Your sound isn't good. Okay, Icy, can you try? Sikon, I can't hear you. Take your headphones off. Maybe it's that. Take your headphones off maybe and try to speak again so I can hear. Okay, Con, try again. Have. Now I can't hear you. Try and connect your audio again. Connect your audio. Or you have to go out and come back in. Icy, what do you think? Have solved. What's the mistake there?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. There, that's better. Sikon, what do you think? Have solved?
Is have been solved.
There we go. Now I can hear you. Have been solved. Yes, that's what you need to fix. It's have been solved. Okay, Sikon, read the second sentence. Tell me if you can find a mistake. Until quite recently.
Until quite recently, people got used to think that they were just tombs for pharaohs.
Pharaohs. Okay, there's one mistake in that sentence. Until quite
Yes.
recently, people got used to think that they were just homes for pharaohs. What do you think that is?
I think is remove the word to.
I've been thinking. Oh, no, sorry, have been solved. No, got used to thinking. It's not to think, it must be to thinking. So it's thinking that's wrong. It must be to thinking. So thinking is the one that's wrong there. Okay. Let's go to the third sentence. I see. You can read the third sentence. Instead.
Instead, the connection with astronomy seems much more important.
Okay. Instead, the connection with astronomy. What's the mistake there? Seem much more important. Seems much more important. Can you find a mistake there?
Seem more important.
Instead, the connection with astronomy seems much more important. Seems. So seems is right. Seems is right. Okay. Egyptologists. Khan Hang, the next sentence. Egyptologists have often asked.
Asked.
Okay, read the sentence, Khanh. Egyptologists
Have often asked them how long it spent to build them and why people build them in the first place.
Egyptologists have often asked them how long it spent to build them and why people built them in first place. There are 3 mistakes in that sentence, Khanh. I want Sikhan and Icy to look for them too. Find 3 mistakes. Egyptologists have often asked them how long it spent to build them and why people built them in first place. There are 3 mistakes. Tell me if you can see one. Anyone can tell me. Sikhan, can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, tell me. Egyptologists.
Egyptologists have often asked them how long it spent. I think a mistake is to build.
Say again. What is the mistake?
Mistake is to build.
No, that's not the mistake.
Be
It's not to build.
because spends spend verb in.
Spend to, but to build is not the mistake. You're almost there. You're close, but it's not to build. Look for words around that word. Icy, do you know any mistakes?
I don't know.
Okay, Egyptologists have often asked them. It's not them, it's themselves. It's easier to do it this way. Hang on. Here. It's themselves, not them. Oh, there we go. Okay. How long it spent? No, it's not spent. It took. How long it took to build them. And why people build them in first place? No, in the first place. Okay, so there's the 3 mistakes. It's themselves. It took to build, not spent to build. It took to build. And the last one is in the first place. It's the that you need to add there. Okay, speak on. Try the next sentence. Experts came up with.
Experts came up with a suggestion that the Egyptians may have believed in the river Nile was the earthly equivalent of the Milky Way.
Okay, try to find a mistake. There's 1 mistake. Experts came up with a suggestion that the Egyptians may have believed in the river Nile was the earthly equivalent of the Milky Way. Khanh, you try and see if you can find the mistake, and Icy too. The Egyptians may have believed in the river Nile was the. Yes, Sikon, you've got it? No?
The
Try.
mistake is in.
Yes, there we go. It's not in the river Nile was. It's not
That.
in. Yes,
Is
there
that.
we go. Good. Okay, in must be that. That the River Nile. Good job. Khanh Hằng, next question. Many agree that the sizes of the three Giza pyramids
Agrees.
Many agree that the sizes of the three Giza pyramids are in promotion to the three stars of Orion. Nothing then was by the chance. Can you find a mistake there, Khanh Hằng? Nothing then was by the chance. Nothing then was by the chance. What mistake can you find there?
Can is change.
Okay, so was by the chance. We don't say by the chance. We say, what do we say? Khanh Hằng, not by the chance. What do we say? What's the mistake there?
The change.
By chance. By chance, not by the chance, by chance. Okay, last sentence I see. Rather,
They pharaohs were deliberately short-staffed to reach at the goal of the Orion constellation.
yeah, read the sentence again. I see. Rather,
the souls of dead pharaohs were
deliberately
deliberately being projected through staff to reach and their goal of the Orion constellation.
Rather, the souls of dead pharaohs were deliberately being projected through shafts to reach at their goal of the Orion constellation. I see you need to find there's two mistakes in that sentence. Rather, the souls of dead pharaohs were deliberately being, remember it's past tense, project through shafts to reach at their goal. Past tense. Rather, the souls of dead pharaohs were deliberately being Sikon, can you help her?
The mistake is project.
Yes. What must it be, Khan?
It must be project. Projected.
Projected. There we go. It must be projected. It's past tense. Projected. Okay. Rather, the souls of dead pharaohs were deliberately being projected through shafts to reach at their goal. I see. What's the second mistake?
Reach.
Okay, it's reach. It mustn't be reach at. It must just be reach. At mustn't be there. So that's your 10 mistakes or 9 mistakes. Seems is right. Okay, now give the correct form of the word in each of the following brackets. Khanh, you can start. Do number 1 for us.
Interaction.
It was not so long ago that we dealt with colleagues through face-to-face interaction and with counterparts and customers by phone or letter. Sikhan, number 2.
And but the world of communication has undergone a dramatic transformation, not for all the good. Email while
Okay, wait. Okay, email while doubt.
adopting.
Okay, let me type it for you. Okay, interact is interaction. Okay, doubt. But the world of communication has undergone a dramatic transformation, not for all the good. Email, while doubt, a shift means of communication, providing your server a fully, okay, doubt. What can doubt be? Email, while do you have an idea?
No.
Okay, let's
I don't
type
know.
it for you. See if you know this word. Undoubtedly. Undoubtedly. Do you know that word? Now, undoubtedly. While undoubted email, while undoubtedly a shift means, okay, I'll type it for you. Try number 3, I see. The server is fully function. What would function be?
Function.
Function is functional. Your server is fully functional. That means working. It is fully working. And that the address you have contains no Khanh. Number 4.
Accuracy.
This one will be inaccuracies. That means inaccuracy is when it's right. Inaccuracies is when it's wrong. So it must contain no wrongness, no inaccuracies. Okay, number 5, Sikhan, had a signify.
It's significant.
Yes, there we go. Significant. Significant effect on certain people's behavior, both at home and business. I see. Number 6, for those people, the use of email has become irresistibly
Addicted.
addictive.
Yeah.
Addictive, yes. To the extent that it is, Sikhan, number 7.
It is threatened.
Threatening. Threatening. Is threatening their mental state. Threatening their mental and physical health. Còn hằng, addicts spend their day compulsion.
Hmm. Hmm. I don't know.
Okay, compulsively. 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 Addicts, that means people that are addicted, spend their day compulsively checking for email and have I see number 9, tend to panic if the server goes down. A 10.
And
Tendency. They have a tendency to panic if the server goes down. Second, it is estimated that 1 in 6 people spend 4 hours a day sending and receiving messages, the equivalent to more than 2 working days a week. The negative effect on produce is something employers are well aware of. The negative effect on, it's not produce. Sikan, what can you think of?
On reproduction.
On production. On production is something employers are well aware of. Okay, I see. Any words here that you don't know that you want me to play for you?
compulsively, tendency,
Okay, wait, let me just find English to Vietnamese. Okay, what's your first word?
compulsively.
Compulsively.
Yeah.
Here.
Bắt buộc.
Okay, next word.
Inaccurate.
Inaccuracies.
Yeah.
Number 4. Inaccuracies. Here.
Sự không chính xác.
Okay, another word.
Functional.
Functional.
Chức năng.
Yes.
Tendency.
xu hướng.
Okay.
That's enough.
Okay. Sikon, any other words that IT didn't mention that you don't know?
No.
Okay. Kon Hang, any other words that you don't know that IC didn't mention? You have to unmute Kon Hang.
Counterparts.
I can't hear. Say again.
Counterparts.
I don't know what you are saying. What is he saying? Sikon, what is he saying?
I don't know.
What number, Kon Hang?
Under the first sentence.
Oh, counterparts. Now I can see it. Sorry. Counterparts, that one. Counterparts. Here.
Đối tác.
Okay, anything else, Kon Hang?
No.
Okay. I see I made a mistake. Interaction. Interaction doesn't have an R there. Sorry. Let me just take that away. And make it blue. Here, interaction. That mustn't be there. Okay. Interaction. Okay. Now, let's clear my drawing and go down. Okay. Read the following passage and choose the option that indicates the correct answer to each of the following questions. Where's the options? Here. Okay. Hang on. Read the following passage and choose the option that indicates the correct answer to each of. Okay. All right. Let's read the passage. The first paragraph, IC can read. The second paragraph, Sikon can read. And the last paragraph, Kon Hang can read, okay?
In the United States in the early 1800s, individual states governments had more effect on the economy than the federal government. States chartered manufacturing, banking, mining, and transportation firms and participate in the construction of various internal improvements such as canals, turnpikes, and railroads. The states encourage internal improvements in two distinct ways. First, by actually establishing state companies to build such improvements. Second, by providing part of the capital for mixed public-private company setting out to make a profit. In
Okay,
the
stop there. Stop there, sweetie. I see you read the second paragraph. In the early.
In the early 19th century, state government also engaged in a surprisingly large amount of direct regulatory activity, including intensive license, licensing and inspections programs. Licensing target reflected form similarity and difference between the economy of the
19th.
of the 19th century and that of today. In the 19th century, state regulation and licensings fell especially on peddler, innkeeper, and retail merchants of various kinds. The per
Perishable commodities.
perishable commodity of trade generally came under state inspection, and such important frontier staple as lumber and gunpowder. We also were also subject to state control. Finally, state governments experiment with direct labor and work um, and business regulation designed to have the individual's labor or consumer, including setting maximum limits on hours of work and restrictions on price fixings by business.
Okay, Khanh, the last one. Although the states dominated economic activity,
Although the state dominated economic activity during this period, the federal government was not inactive. Its goal was the facilitation of Western settlement and the development of native industry. Toward the ends, the federal government pursues several courses of
persuade
action.
several courses of action.
Several courses of action. It established a national bank to
Stabilize.
supply banking activity in the country and in part to provide a relatively easy money to the frontier, where it was really needed for settlement.
Settlement.
It permitted access to public Western lands or increasingly easy terms, culminating in a homestead act of
1862.
1862, by which title to land could be claimed on the basis of resident alone. Finally, set up a system or tariff that was particularly protection in effect, although maneuvering or positioned by various regional interest products that were a frequent case in tariff rate throughout the 19th century.
Okay. We're going to have to reread this, and we have to go to reread this and then understand what we're reading and looking at the words of what we are reading so that we can answer questions. What does the passage mainly discuss? So we can't answer questions if we don't know what we are reading. So we'll have to read this again and then go through all the words that you don't understand. So we'll start with part 3 again when I see you, so that we can spend time on this one, okay? All right, we're gonna stop here. You all did good today. I will see you next time, okay? Bye, Icy. Bye, Khanh.